Hi everyone, this is Dr. Han for your rhetorical criticism class. I hope your week and weekend or is going really well. My apology for this delay in uploading the instructional video. I haven't been able to find a time to do all of this actually for this past this week, and my apology. But anyway, first of all, I would like to start by thanking you all for excellent reading, excellent, obvious, in-depth reading so far, and the in-class discussion and your post. It's so obvious that you are taking in information. And applying it in depth and then also rather critically. So I am really impressed by all of your work, and kind of wanted to start with that. The week three in class discussion went so fabulous, and I was so actually impressed by all that the discussion that we've done. So I am so much looking forward to our discussion for this coming week. Okay, so with this video, I am thinking about telling you, guiding you about the planning for the week five. And then toward the end, I actually have uploaded the rhetorical criticism, the project guide. So I will show you, I will guide you through there. Okay. Anyway, just a heads up that this I'm recording this from my computer, kind of old style, rather than the Zoom. That my Zoom needs to be updated by IP, so I haven't been able to the record the Zoom. But hopefully that is fine with you. Okay, so the first of all, what I want to do in for the first thing in our class in week five is, if you remember our conversation, I want to visit Carissa's the music perspective, and then the music perspective discussion, and then the visual text as a music and visual text that I invited actually all of you to bring in. So I want to start with that discussion as a transition. And then with that, quickly we can visit CTA at the uh, close textual analysis and places rhetoric. And then from there, I want to guide you with the places of rhetoric paper. That is the first paper that is assigned to you. So I want to start by explaining to you all about that particular paper. Okay, so and then the week five reading that we will be focusing on are the Kuiper's textbook. Okay, this is the third edition. So once again, if you have the second edition, the chapters are slightly chapter number, and then the chapter content is slightly different. So to make it clear, pop culture chapter uh, is the chapter 15 in this third edition, but I believe in the second edition it is chapter 17. So anyway, please find the pop culture and social media chapter here in the textbook. And then the digital rhetoric, once again in third edition, it is chapter 16. I believe that in second edition, it doesn't have the chapter. So I have uploaded the chapter copy in the lesson module. Okay, so you can find that and then start reading that. Okay, and with the chapter 5 reading, okay, I've also created in class discussion questions. And how I organized this is that I've assigned chapter 15, the pop culture and social media, to Jennifer and Carissa. And rather than separating the questions. Each of you actually, answer the same question, but I believe that, each of you can answer the same question differently. And then that is I think that that is just fine in this case. So, chapter 15, the pop culture and social media for Jennifer and Carissa, and digital rhetoric chapter to George and Brenda. Okay, so quickly going over that the discussion question that I have here is that not be able to share the screen here. So I just read it out loud with you. But basically, the two application questions, and then the one question that I ask you to find any, the parts that speak to you, or, the compelling to you. Okay, and then share that with the class. So, for example, the pop culture and social media. Do you think that pop culture text suggests a TV program, movie, sports event, and social media are worthy object for rhetorical criticism? So, once again, your task is actually to find out how the text can serve as rhetorical criticism text. Okay, and if you are to rhetorical criticism, which form of pop culture would you analyze a rhetorical critic and why? Okay, I'm going to explain in more detail about these in class, but these are the big picture of the questions. And then once again, provide any parts from the chapter that was compelling to you. And then for this time, if you can come up with one other question that you want to address to the class, that would be great. Okay, so if you can think about your answer to these questions, and then the digital rhetoric. Is mainly about, we're going to talk a lot about actually this algorithm power lately, and also this participatory media, how the nature of consuming the text is changing among the audience through this digital rhetoric and then participatory media. So we're going to talk a lot about that actually in our class. So to George and Brenda that I'm assigning is to what extent digital media possess or exercise the rhetorical power. Okay, and for you, are you often persuaded by that? Okay, and then number two, what strategies do you employ in your daily life? Okay, so as to avoid being fooled by misinformation. So, how do you assess accuracy of the online information? And many times, even before assessing that, we're already exposed to that, and then compelled to click on that and then watch that, and then many times, many people go without assessing it. So how do we deal with that? And then hopefully we can find out a way, the how learning rhetorical criticism or rhetorical theory um, can help us have that tool for that assessment. Okay, and then the same as the other group. Okay, the team provide any parts from the chapter that was compelling to you. Okay, and then if you can also come up with one other question to the audience, that would be great. Okay, so we will discuss a lot about this in class. So I'm going to stop here. Okay, I'm going to stop here to talk about that reading itself. But hopefully you are guided with the task for this week. Okay, for this week, and we'll go from there. Okay. Another important addition that I made on our WT class site is under the resource module. If you click on the resource module, uh, you will find rhetorical criticism paper assignment at a glance. You can I'm sure that you cannot see the monitor here. But that's the paper guide that I shared with you. Well, this one this assignment starts toward the end of March. So you still have not lots of time, I don't want to say that, but about a good month or so to, before start thinking about that. So your places of rhetoric paper comes first, and then your pop culture paper comes first. And then for those two papers, I will guide you. I will, give you guidance in class. Okay. But if you want to go ahead and, have a big picture and then start thinking about your rhetorical criticism paper, this will guide you. So, for example, this is the guidance for you to take a look at all the paper assignments, synopsis, and the deadline. So, for example, we will start with a topic paper, and then that is 1 to 2 page paper about your topic, explaining about your topic. And then we're gonna do the consulting with you. So we will do, I will do one-on-one consultation with you about choosing the right particular topic. So by this time that you will submit your 1 to 2 rhetorical criticism topic paper, you'll have an set idea about the topic, and then you will start from there. That's the March 30th. Okay. And then lit review and bibliography, you will spend good amount of time, on that. That is the 5 to 6 pages paper that you will write on the topic. And then that involves the research. And then the method paper, by the time that we get to the method part, you have great understanding about, several the methods that we worked on. Close textual analysis is one, visual rhetoric is one, music is one, pop culture, so on and so forth. So many different methods that we are the building our knowledge right now, right? So you should be able to find a good one to apply. So that's the method paper, 3 to 5 pages. And then analysis paper, 5 pages in length. This is the time that you should be able to apply your analysis, okay? And I'm going to talk with you about, how to do that. But what we want to avoid is this cookie cutter criticism, boom, with applying the method to the text, with the mouse click, the analysis comes into play. Unfortunately, rhetorical criticism is not like that. So lots of thoughts and lots of, elaboration of ideas involved. So analysis paper is something that you want to put your effort in. And then integration of all of those will be the final rhetorical criticism paper. So you can read through that assignment here. That is 15 to 20 pages, okay, to 20 pages paper that is due the very end of this semester, which is May 11. May 11, both presentation and the paper due on that day. Okay, so it is 14 minutes, so I will stop talking talking to you with this video. But I just wanted to give you a guide in terms of the very close future, which is just this coming week. And then that's the heads up for the places rhetoric paper assignments that we will visit in class this week. And also looking ahead at the rhetorical criticism paper. So please go ahead and take a look at and start learning about rhetorical criticism paper project in this class. Okay. That is all for this class, this week's instructional video. Once again, you are doing fantastic job, and I can't wait to see you all in class this week. Okay, so whether I'm seeing you via Zoom or in class, I look forward to meeting you all on Thursday. Okay, thank you everyone, and hope you will have a good weekend and good start of a new week.